I really enjoyed tonight. I think it's the best event ever in Norfolk Network, and I learned a lot. I think the best I like is the creative thinking. It inspired my thinking. Yeah, I can think differently and do differently. So I benefit a lot, and thank you very much.
And I've always been impressed by the way that he talks and his energy and his passion for thinking. And I thought that the grid, particularly the Swedish morphology thing, I hadn't seen that before, and I think that was very good. And of course the bicycle exercise, really gets people interacting, and it was great, very good. So I'd recommend him to anybody.
Indeed, I was really interested in some of the thinking techniques that he showed us, particularly the one where you had to just draw a load of boxes and then put the different attributes of the thing that you're into. There's sort of an almost backwards way of doing lateral thinking and brainstorming. So it's taking brainstorming from the other end, thinking of what the solution might be rather than what the problems might be rather than what the solutions might be, and then you can match the two up. So those sorts of thinking ideas were extremely interesting.
But the thing I hadn't heard before was the 32 words, and it really made me think about how those words apply to me and my brand, and I'm quite interested in that whole idea of getting out of brainstorming and how you come up with new ways of thinking. So yeah, the whole thing's fascinating.
I also enjoyed how how to tackle a problem in a creative way, and I like the grid idea, because sometimes you're faced with this blank piece of paper, and so I liked the way how to think creatively by understanding different attributes. That was very good. Yeah.
Being an engineer, marketing is a strange skill, talent that I don't have and I need to get access to. So look at this right brain thinking stuff is very interesting for me today. Yeah.
It was just an incredible tour de force, and obviously, as he very modestly said, he's reaching 50 years of age. All of that experience to be shared with members of Norfolk Network is, very much appreciated, and one of the reasons why I and everyone else here, in fact, came tonight and enjoy these events.
Everything was interesting from start to the end. Yeah. Everything was interesting, very refreshing, and puts thoughts in your mind, how to proceed, how to go forward, and very useful, very useful.
Yeah, I thought the use of the grids was fantastic. Very good way. I work in design myself and work with a lot of people who are not used to being creative on a daily basis, and to have a system that very simply enables them to come up with ideas almost in a way that they don't realise they're being creative is a lovely tool to softly bring them into the creative process, get them involved, capture their ideas and make them feel part of the whole process rather than alienated, and I thought that was super, and the way Simon put it across was brilliant.
Very inspirational actually. I learned far more than I thought I was going to. Actually, I'm a PR consultant, so there were quite a lot of techniques that I'm going to be able to use there when I'm planning things for my own clients, so absolutely, yeah.
I think Simon's explanation of the decision grid, the thing from Zwicker, I do a lot of facilitating of things like brainstorming sessions, and it's a very, very useful tool of bringing more structure and taking some of the emotion out and making it a rational left brain way of facilitating a brainstorm, because I'm naturally a sort of a left brain person myself, so that's very, very useful and a very enjoyable evening as always.
I mean, I love the consultancy tools. There was an alternative to brainstorming, and I love that. That was really, really cool. And also the Brian Eno cards, that was excellent. So it's very novel. But I think a lot of it was the analogies that Simon was using. A lot of real life stuff there, which was really interesting.
To hear Simon talk is really inspirational. And he talked for, I don't know, 2 hours. But everything that he said was absolutely really, really interesting, and I got a lot from it.